All right, guys, I'm still talking about web fundamentals and secure operations in 5201 web fundamentals and secure operations for my SANS course that I took. I'm going to read two more articles for you guys. The first being Are Web Attacks Common? And the second being Core Goals in Security, Confidentiality, Integrity, and Availability. And so, are web attacks coming? Yes, they are. Thousands of web applications are compromised at any given time. They usually use malware distribution. A lot of famous companies have had web application security issues in the past. Remember, I told you that Home Depot, Target, just to name a few, have been breached. Maybe the company that you've worked for has been breached. You can go to or refer to the Office of Inadequate Security at www.databreaches.net to see more information about companies that have been breached. Numerous articles report on newly compromised web applications every single day. Check them out. All right, so, and then here are some of the core tenets or the core goals in security, which is confidentiality, integrity, and availability. What is confidentiality? It is you try to prevent the disclosure of information to unauthorized personnel. What is integrity? Integrity, you do not modify data without authorization. What is availability? You make data available when it is needed. And so if you alter any one of these three, then that could affect your bottom line, and it could also affect your customers. And we all know that we want to keep our customers happy. What does this article say further? You might ask, just how common is it to have web applications attacked? The answer, unfortunately, is that it is very common. Recent episodes of mass website exploitation generally involves criminals trying to compromise many legitimate websites and trying to inject malware into them. The malware eventually leads to financial gain by the criminals. Aside from the mass exploitation, there is always the more targeted approach by which a site is compromised and data is leaked directly. Many famous companies and their web applications have been vulnerable. These are all household brands that you know and trust, such as Target, Home Depot, and Sony. With regards to web application related incidents, this best source, like I mentioned earlier, is databreaches.net. The press also does a good job of reporting the latest web application related incidents, but not in all cases, because some companies don't want to have that information disclosed to the public, because it could again affect their bottom line. It also could affect their customers and partners, because if you're insecure, then why should I want to do business with you? Then if you're allowing information that I consider private and delicate to get exposed by criminals, do your job. All right, so if you ever need a true life story to tell an executive to put more focus on web application security, there is no shortage of web-related incidents out there for you to find. All right, let me go to my second article here. The three goals of information security are confidentiality, integrity, and availability. Those are the three core tenets. Again, while discussing web application security, all topics relate back to these three main principles of security. Confidentiality refers to the limiting of information to only authorized users and preventing any unauthorized access. The general public usually sees this as the most important aspect of information security, but the other two aspects are equally important. Integrity refers to the trustworthiness of the information. The information is authentic and complete and should not be changed inappropriately. Data availability refers to information being available when it is needed, and this aspect is often overlooked, unfortunately. Information is not useful if it is not available. You can destroy the data so no one is able to read it, but it also means you will never be able to use it again. Any one of these three, if compromised, can cause a great harm to the business. It could compromise your bottom line. It could discourage your customer base. And if you have a customer base that loses confidence in your ability to secure themselves, then you start losing money. And we all know that the bottom line comes down to dollars. If it don't make dollars, it don't make sense. And that is another article that I've read from Web Fundamentals and secure configurations from my SANS SEC 522 course. And this is the first book that I will be reading a few excerpts from. Tomorrow, I will read something from Web API Hacks. Stay tuned. Peace.